What is happening, YouTube? It's your homie S. Dot coming back to you with another video. Today marks the first match in the Digi-Gauntlet with Bravery featuring EX01 cards. So jumping right into the game, we have an actually really cool, interesting deck. I think I want to call this deck Green MegaZoo because that's like the best. You'll see. This deck is actually really cool, and I'm actually not that favorable of a matchup for my deck. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So he's going to put me to 7 with Digimon. So Digimon is a level 5 ultimate Digimon that when attacking and reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can Digivolve him into one of your level 6 Digimon that you reveal from that, and then you put the rest to the bottom. So it helps you kind of skip a step, and you don't play the memory cost, which is nice. And yeah, it's very interesting. So we'll see what kind of megas he's playing as we get into the game. I won't spoil anything just yet. But I'm gonna Digivolve into a Hatchet Demi-Meramon, Digivolve into an Agumon. That's one that gives plus 2k when you're attacking a player. Then Digivolve into the security attack plus 1 Greymon. So really solid startup because I'll have 8k swinging to security. But and I'm gonna use the rest of that memory that it gave me by playing a Tai and a Marcus, which is pretty solid. It's going to put him at 2. He's going to hatch an Upamon. So as soon as he hatched Upamon, I just got thrown off. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is he playing? Green and blue do have synergy because, you do have Davis that can get you green and blue Digimon. But so as we get to playing, we're going to see that he reveals, looks like hidden potential discovered, the Puppetmon and the new Rosemon from EX01. That Rosemon is a 3 to Digivolve and 11 cost. And what happens is when you... when attacking, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and she gains plus 1,000 for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon, which is really good. So he's gonna pretty much warp Digivolve, well, kind of warp Digivolve into a Puppetmon, and he won't get the effect because Puppetmon, keep in mind, when attacking, you gain a memory, but you're already actually attacking when you swing with the Jagumon, so he wouldn't gain a memory there. I forgot exactly what that Digimon is called, but I know it's a level 5 or level 5 6 play cost rather, Digimon, and it's inheritable as when attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, which is really good. So, and yeah, so he kind of going all over the place real quick, but he Digivolved into the Madoki Beta in the back, and it really just kind of threw me off. And then I think at the same time I just realized, okay, this is pretty much MegaZoo. He has the scissors. He gets the scissors to his hand, and I hit a second check, which I still don't die, which is good. But at the same time, he's just gonna attack me next turn with the Puppetmon, get easy value there. Tap the Marcus, and that's going to gain me a memory, but it's not going to do a lot here. And as you can see, why this is not as good of a matchup, because Geo Greymon doesn't look like it does a lot here. Now, would have did something to Madoki. I think the Geo was the only card I had in my hand to be able to choke him at 1, so that's why I used it in that way. So it's kind of unfortunate. It is what it is, but my Atomic Blasters aren't as good against this deck as well once he gets all the the big guys out. Forgive me for forgetting what that Digimon next to Puppetmon's name is, but I know it is a, I want to say a 6 cost, 6k attack, and it's inheritable is when attacking you were able to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Probably dealing with my kid right there. Okay. So he's going to swing 6k over my Greymon, get value there. And it makes sense for him to do that there to get the 100% connect, and then the Puppetmon swing 10k, you have a lot higher chance of living. But he's going to play Kaisernail instead. So Kaisernail, he's not even going to attack. He's going to play Kaisernail and bring back out the Jagumon, which is going to gain him potentially more value next turn. So, yeah, this is a very, very interesting deck. This literally, seeing Kaisernail makes me think that this is pretty much green-blue MegaZoo. Pretty much green MegaZoo with a lot of utility from the new EX01 set. And, of course, Jagumon. Jagumon is all the way from BT1. So we're going to swing with the Geo Gray. I'm going to tap Marcus to gain a memory. And I'm going to hit a 13k, that's an Ancient Troymon. So that's another one you can just hard play that's going to be really good against, most decks, especially like Jesmon, etc. I'm going to play a Geo Grade. It's going to put him at 2, and I'm going to get rid of the Madoki there, which is nice. He probably just actually, I feel like he keeps that Madoki up. He just keeps it up just to kind of just hurt your opponent for, being at the game for memory effects. Unless he's going for game. I really need some guy forces in security right now. Atomic Blaster would be good here, actually, especially because he's attacking here first with the Puppetmon. He's going to hit into an Agumon, though, so unfortunate there because Atomic Blaster would have been very good to hit the Jagumon, so he wouldn't be able to potentially warp in, into a Mega again off the attack. Gonna digivolve into another Puppetmon, so that's just really good value there, because now he can gain a memory with the Puppetmon, and then he can also attack and suspend my Geogray, which is so good here. You get so much value. This deck is really cool. He won't be able to attack into the Geo though, because when you declare an attack, you have to declare at security, since I have no suspended Digimon. But then it doesn't matter, because the Jagamon is going to brick, is going to hit 2 Magnas, and I forgot what the last card is, and then hit into my Geogray, which is again really good value for him. He does only have 2 security left too, so that was really good for him to hit that, because if I do have Bond, the next turn I would have been able to trash his security, hit his last security, and then attack. Well, it didn't matter. He has a Howling, so Howling would have froze my Geogray anyway. So I'm at 4 here. I'm in a bad spot. I needed to be able to hit 1 more security from him, and I only have 2 left. Only thing I can really hope for here is to maybe Gaia Force one of the Puppetmons, and then pray that my security has, you know, an Atomic Blaster or another Gaia Force. I decided to raise the Agumon. It's going to put me at 4. I'm going to draw a card for Agumon. I'm kind of annoyed that he put the Howling way up there, because it makes me think it's a Digimon. A couple times I kept staring at his board, and my turn probably took a little longer than it needed to, because I thought that the Howling was a Digimon. But it's all good. It's not the biggest deal. When I zeroed in on this field, I was like, oh, okay, wait, it's not a Digimon. Normally cards like that you should have back in the back, like where the Madoki is and like where his hands are. Normally you would put cards like Howling Memory Boost back there. I don't know why people decide to put Howling and like any Memory Boost cards up on the battle area. I mean, I guess it probably does say battle area, but your battle area could technically be where your tamers go to, but whatever. Digression aside, I'm gonna go to 1 with the Bond. It's not good here. The only thing I can do is potentially attack one of his... Yeah, I'd have to attack one of his Digimon. See, all of these plays really aren't that good here. I'm gonna attack, and I need to have MegaZoo here. As you can see, I have a MegaZoo on the top of my security, so that's not looking good. We're gonna attack trash one. To be honest with you, I think I was just getting information on this deck at this point. That's one thing you guys can do in matchups. Like if you knew you were gonna lose anyway, just attack their security to see what they have, so you can know what you need to do better in the next game. And as you can see, I scoop it up because, like I said, I don't have MegaZoo, and yeah, I have 0 security. So we're gonna move on to game 2. All right, so moving on to game 2, he's gonna have me go. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna have him go first, and he just passed his turn. Looks like Madoki Betamon is the only card that you have to digivolve in the raising area over the Upamons, and of course the egg in general is going to be able to produce you a source, a blue source, in order to play your Kaiser Nails. I feel like he may not be playing Casitas Breath. We only saw the Kaiser Nails, and that's probably the only card he needs. So he's gonna hash the Upa there, and he's gonna play Rosemon. No fear at all. And you know what's kind of annoying here? Any other time I have 1,000 Gaia Forces in hand, guess what I don't have in my hand now? A Gaia Force. Any other time, because I definitely would have Gaia Forced that thing and then went in with the Greymon. I don't think it mattered which order I did it in. And to make it even better, the Gaia Force, I would still raise. I go to 10 for the memory, for the tie, and then I would go to 2 for the Gaia Force. And yeah, so it's just unfortunate that I don't have a Gaia Force in hand. Spoiler alert. So we're going to swing at the Greymon. What's also unfortunate here, again, this is just not that good of a matchup because he got me every which way. My Atomic Blasters aren't that good. Gaia Force is decent, but giving him a lot of memory just lets him play his Megas, his MegaZoo-like deck, cheaper. And then my Greymon most likely is not going to get through because he has such, huge Digimon in his security. Most decks this format have a weak, Digimon in security besides their main guy like Jessmon or Titamon in purple, or Lilith, or maybe a Zord every once in a while. But so yeah, we're gonna see if we can get through 2 checks here. I'm gonna draw for the Koromon as my baby. We're gonna hit a Vmon and a Jagamon, and so we die on the second check, so that's good. So okay, so he also plays Vmons too, and that makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna play a MegaZoo with him. I'm at 10, so I only put him at 4 with the Bond of Bravery, so I felt like he potentially wouldn't be able to get rid of it this turn, but alas, it didn't matter. This man has hidden potential and Falder Arm, and of course I'm at 14, so I'm going to lose 7 twice, and that's just really unfortunate. And not only that, he's going to play Kaiser Nail, so Kaiser Nail, he has the Upamon to have the blue source to bring out the Rosemon. This deck is just really cool. I am proud to get my ass kicked by this really cool deck. And then again, this is clearly not that good of a matchup for Bond, seeing as how normal dynamics of game flow in this meta, you don't play against decks like this every day. So this is definitely a really cool rogue deck. He has 2 attackers now. I do have I have a tie out, so I mean, kind of not really confident at this point, if I'm being super honest. Gonna hit an Atomic Blaster, and that was such a bad Atomic Blaster because, of course, he doesn't even have a champion out now. Gonna hit a Agumon. He's gonna play Howling Memory Boost. It's gonna choke me at 1. So this man is playing super efficient. He has the Howling to gain 2 memory next turn. He choked me at 1. Like, man, you can't ask for more. And I'm only gonna have my 3 memory in order to be able to go into this bond. And it's really not that good here because I only have 3 security left, so I'll go down to 1. So let's see what I end up deciding to do. He still has 3 security too, so close yet so far. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Like Bond could go. I could go Bond here, and I can't even kill the Valda arm because it has 14k attack because you don't only kill a 13k. So might be able to attack and security, kill the Rosemon, and then ram into his last 2 security. He'll go to 0. But then I need a Magna again. No, Magna's not even good here because I don't even have I need 1 memory, so that's actually not going to work either. And maybe I should have passed because I had a Gaia Force and a insecurity, Atomic Blaster. So I think in hindsight it might have been a misplay because I wasn't gonna die the next turn because he still had 3 Digimon to my 3 security. So I actually wasn't gonna die. Now I put myself in a position where I literally can't win. So I think that was a misplay on my part. I think repetition against decks like this would help me out. Not help me out, but obviously I'd be better in time. But okay, so that makes sense. So I have the Gaia Force. So Gaia Force is gonna kill the Balder and put him at 10. He was going to go to 8, but he gains 3 memory there. So that worked out a little bit. The Madoki Beta will not be able to kill me. And I don't know if he plays anything that has Rush. I doubt it. He does have Howling. I don't know how much that does here. He might be able to play 2 Digimon. He might be able to play a champion. And then also... So he's going to swing the Madoki Beta. I'm going to run into a Agumon and kill it. I think... Okay, so yeah. I think I have a... he's going to play Davis, go to 6. And hit a green Digimon. I want to say that was the 6 cost Digimon. I forgot exactly what it's called again. There it is. Yep, he's going to go to... Oh, it only costs 5. Okay, so it costs 5. It's even better. So it's a 5 cost, and then puts him at 1. What I'm hoping here is it gives me 2 memory, but he seems like a very competent player and a very smart player, so I think he's going to pop memory boost here, and I'm just hoping he can't do it for 4. And he's going to Digivolve for 4, unfortunately leave me at 1. So I need a Magnadramon here, or the game is just over, simple as that. I needed an extra memory, or I needed Marcus out in order to go Aguni, because I had a Aguni. And I don't have another Gaia Force here. If I don't have another Gaia Force, excuse me, it's just totally game. And so yeah, and he's gonna get me. It's just like that. Unfortunately, I didn't have the cards to be able to answer his board. And but shout out to his deck. That deck was really cool. So not a good start for Bond of Bravery here. But it's all good. Gauntlets aren't necessarily about, getting wins. Of course, that's always what you want to do. Every time you play, you want to win. But of course, you can't win them all. And it's good to just see what kind of, what kind of strength your deck has to face up against, 3 different decks in these Digi-Gauntlets I do. So I will have the second match for you with Bond of Bravery post EX01 coming up soon. I'll catch y'all in my next video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you also are into Twitch, definitely go check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/s.tcg, just like my YouTube name here. And I will be streaming it maybe at least twice a week, maybe sometimes even 3 times a week for, an hour or so each time, and get some more nationals testing in. So definitely follow me again over at twitch.tv/s.tcg, and come hang out with your boy and come show some love, and we'll hang out and play some Digimon. I can do viewer games as well if you guys want to play. Just hop into the Discord and we'll get it popping. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a great day and or night whenever you're catching this video. Take care. This is your homie S. Heading out, and stay on your progression. No question. Peace.